I often get asked what my favourite Dalek audio stories are, so I've compiled a list of 5 Big Finish audios featuring the Daleks that I consider to be particularly good, in no specific order, starting with number 1, Patient Zero. Though it hinges on several plot threads from ongoing storylines to fully understand the relationship between the Sixth Doctor and Charlie Pollard, Patient Zero also contains a great example of an audio depiction of a Dalek incursion against a non-human species, as it not only debuts the Dalek time controller, but also the Virons, pitting a unique Dalek leader against an interesting new threat that is original to Big Finish. This story has some great Dalek action and serves as the starting point of the Dalek time controller's story. Next is The Curse of Davros. This audio is often overlooked because the premise is regarded as somewhat silly by most fans, but an audio story is the perfect arena for testing a seemingly silly Dalek historical story, and The Curse of Davros proves why such an endeavour can yield great results. Whilst there are some silly elements to this audio, it is also a really fun listen, featuring a really interesting dynamic between the Doctor, the new companion Flip Jackson, and Davros, not to mention the fact that it actually has a few interesting things to say about the Daleks, and the fact that it's a rare example of a Dalek historical. This is easily one of Big Finish's most engaging Dalek stories. Next up is Jubilee, the fan favourite. Jubilee is a fantastic deconstruction of the Daleks as an idea that illustrates how the Dalek ideology and methodology will always lead to destruction, oppression and suffering. Extremely dark both in its content and its humour, Jubilee manages to be a very enjoyable listen that is also horrifying, and it leaves the audience questioning who the true villains of the story actually are, as it demonstrates the horrors that humanity can inflict just as effectively as it shows how monstrous the Daleks are. This audio is one of the Sixth Doctor's best stories, and the fact that it was later adapted into the equally well regarded Series 1 episode Dalek demonstrates the impact that this story has had on Doctor Who as a whole. The next is Order of the Daleks. From one extreme to the other, we go from a highly unorthodox Dalek story to a seemingly conventional Dalek runaround. But Order of the Daleks has several aspects that make it notable. The cover gives away the big one: Daleks that have lost their armour and have been forced to adapt the primitive technologies of a feudal society to build new casings. The result? Gorgeous stained glass Daleks, perhaps the most striking Dalek variant ever devised. The unique setting of an isolated monastery allows for some fantastic sound design, which Big Finish excels at. As a result, this audio is very atmospheric, and whether you're listening to this audio using headphones or speakers, you can hear the grating Dalek voice reverberating off the walls of their catacombs with full clarity. This audio is highly engaging and easily one of Big Finish's best. And finally, Blood of the Daleks. To finish on another fan favourite, Blood of the Daleks kicks off the standalone 8th Doctor adventures featuring Lucy Miller, and hurls the Doctor and his new companion straight into a high-stakes Dalek adventure. Elements of this audio were adapted for Revolution of the Daleks, but Blood of the Daleks is a very different story, with a grim setting and a bleak situation unfolding on a populated planet recovering from a recent meteor strike. Add to that the fact that the Doctor and Lucy do not yet fully trust each other, the fact that a mad scientist is trying to turn the planet's population into Daleks, and the fact that a force of pure Daleks is aware of this and conducts an incursion on the planet in order to destroy the impure Daleks, and you have all the makings of a thrilling story. All of these excellent Dalek stories are available to get from the Big Finish website. I'll put links to each one in the description. All of these Dalek audios are highly recommended, but there are lots more audios that are also worth a listen, including some great Davros stories, Cyberman stories, and lots more fantastic adventures. What's your favourite Big Finish audio story? Let me know in the comments below.